Muga, the Charlie's mom. Your MC.
Big up Nasi, hooray!
Oh my God, I know we are all dancers tonight and we kind of need to be professional, but it's so hard to feel happy. Now, are we ready? Are we gonna do a wiggle? It's not all about the 5 hours of drug administration. It's not all about washing your hands. It's not all about full uniform. I wish I could make it shorter. Welcome. Thank you, Tiffany. Ladies and gentlemen, once again we take this fantastic opportunity to welcome you. Thank you so much for stepping aside from the ward. Of course, you've got cover, you have annual leave, and coming to join us to celebrate the 4th annual dinner of the Uganda Nurses and Midwives Association right here in the United Kingdom. Herbert, please, can you do protocol?
Of course, but before I do that, I must recognize how good-looking, well-dressed, and my goodness me, you're looking extremely scrumptious. Many of you are extremely scrumptious, I must say. And I can't say that we've got a jam-packed day today full of activities. But before I go any further, we've got very important guests that I want to recognize this evening. On representative to the County of Northamptonshire, the Lord Lieutenant, Mr. James Saunders, please. And of course, we have in our midst, the representative of the President of the Republic of Uganda to this great country, His Excellency Ambassador John Gerard. Hooray! And we do, of course, have other very important dignitaries here, Miss Mario Motega, obviously Councillor of the Embassy, and we've got, obviously, our Chief Nursing Officer, all the way from Kampala to the United Kingdom, Miss Agnes Baku. And of course, the extremely very hard-working executive within the National Health Service. We've got our own Chief Executive for Northamptonshire and Leicestershire NHS Trust. Please, let's give her a round of applause. And of course, we've got our President here, and every single one of you in your respective categories, you are very important. So this occasion today to come and be with us, and I'm sure we're going to have lots of fun. Now, we're going to move on to presentations. We apologize, we've had to start late today because of some teething problems, but we're going to move on to a few things. But before we do that, we're going to invite the man in charge of all of this. He lives in this great county, Mr. John Utrama, to say a few words to the guests.
And midwives, welcome to the beautiful Northamptonshire. And this is our county. As we promised you, everything is in plural. Those who haven't said anything, you were not there in Oxford. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize our VIP guest, Lord Lieutenant. Welcome to this function. I got the rubber stamp that you're coming from my daughter. She goes to a school where I visited in Wellingborough 2 days ago. She turned up at home and said, "Daddy, the Lord Lieutenant is coming." And I'm like, "Yes, he's in." So thank you so much for gracing our function. Ambassador Mgera, Madam Miriam, you're welcome. All the way from Uganda, our Chief Nursing Officer, you're most welcome to Northamptonshire. And ladies and gentlemen, I have our CEO, the lady herself, who's made sure Northamptonshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust maintains its rating of outstanding, and Leicestershire Partnership, Ms. Angela Hillary. There she is, our president. Good to see you. So we are here to celebrate the contribution of the global majority to the UK health sector. As nurses and midwives, healthcare professionals, there is a lot we've done. As they call us, the minorities, but we are the global majorities. There is a lot we have put into the health sector that we need to be proud of and need to celebrate. And this is our day to celebrate and talk about what we do and what we can achieve. So, at the same time, all this wouldn't have been in place without the amazing organizing committee. Of course, I've got my team here. I'm pretty sure the rest are at the back doing whatever they're doing. You've been amazing, fabulous. It started like a short journey in Oxford last year when I had to take on my president to see who will be hosting, and I won Liverpool. So, guys, yeah, proud of myself. But I would like to say a big thank you to my wife who's here with us today. She actually endorsed it. I was almost pulling out. She said, no, you can do it. So my wife Angela, thank you so much. My family, whoever. As nurses, we look after people. We do a lot to care for others. But we sometimes forget to look after ourselves. And if we care about others, who is going to care about us? We need to start learning how to look after ourselves. So days like this, they bring us together as nurses to get the hair down off the shifts, come here, we enjoy. So without wasting time, I don't want to waste too much of your time because we're going to enjoy. When I hold this microphone, it takes the MC to come and tell me you need to stop because they know I won't stop until tomorrow. There's a lot to say, but on this time, I'm going to give this opportunity to my CEO, Chief Exec, Angela Hillary, to come and welcome you officially to our county, and she will tell you more about what we do.
Equally, we want to say, wow, everybody looks stunning, fabulous, and it's a real privilege and pleasure to be with you here this afternoon in Northamptonshire. So, I'm Angela Hillary. As you've heard, I'm the Chief Executive of Northamptonshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust and Leicestershire Partnership NHS Trust. And I am proud and privileged to be in the NHS for 35 years, which has gone very quickly, I have to say. But it's been incredible for me, and it's incredible to be here today. And thank you for all our really important guests for joining today, because we really welcome you here in Northamptonshire. So, just tell you a little bit about my background. As I say, I've told you it's 35 years, but I'm born and bred in Northamptonshire, very proud to be part of the roots here. And I started and developed as a speech and language therapist, and that's not a nurse, and I'm with amongst lots of nurses in the room, of course, today, but nurses have shaped my career. Nurses have helped me every step of the way. As a clinician, as a leader, as a chief executive, it's never stopped. So I'm really proud and privileged to be here with you in this room. But my journey started very much with my grandmother, who did work in nursing. And she, many, many years ago, took me into a local psychiatric hospital. And you wouldn't be able to do that now, but that got me curious about healthcare, and I'm really proud and privileged that she did that. About the importance of inclusion, diversity and inclusion, and I know that's easily said, but it's not easily done. But I absolutely commit to all of you that that is what we're striving for every single day. And we have had, over the last 2 years, a international nurses programme, which has brought people from many, many countries into our trust, and we're all the better for it. Everybody's brought a story, everybody's brought a different community with them, and we are now making a difference because of that. And our most recent nurse came from Kenya, and Maria, one of our first international nurses, because we've got 50, came and met the King recently because her colleagues nominated her because of the difference she was making. So that is absolutely what we are all about, and I hope today is a real opportunity to celebrate your culture, your heritage, and to really celebrate what we can achieve together. You're making a difference every single day, and I have to say I'm really humbled and privileged to be here. Thank you very much.
If the secretary of the Ugandan Nurses and Midwifery Association is refusing to give you the reference, she'll take the call, she'll send a WhatsApp message. I love you, Justin. You're welcome, My Excellency.
Oh my goodness. Nancy just knows how to put it together. Just as I was trying to keep this fight with Mr. Joe Lutuama for winning in Oxfordshire, next year, the big one, the 5th AGM, there is no competition, will be all the way in the northwest of England. So I don't think it will be in plural. We'll find different ways. I would like to welcome you all to this AGM. When people say the contribution of ethnic minority nurses in the NHS, I graduated in 2003, ladies and gentlemen. And my contribution to the NHS, I want to make it valid everywhere that I step. I want to make it felt when I speak. I want to feel like I'm representing when I stand up to speak. Thank you, nurses and midwives, for doing the wonderful job that you do within NHS. Thank you, international recruited nurses, for joining this very complex environment to be in. The culture shock that you go through when you come to the UK. I remember arriving here at 19 and calling my mom and saying, I didn't realize you hated me very much. Why did you send me to this country? It's 3 p.m. and very dark. Should I go to sleep or should I eat? I would like to welcome our chief guests today, honoring everyone in their categories. My apologies, Lieutenant. I started with my wonderful nurses, protocol observed. I should have started with you, His Highness's representative. But I'm amazed by the amount of work our nurses do, and sometimes undervalued. I'm amazed by the amount of shifts they pick up to make a difference in the UK. My body in the Northwest, when I opened the magazine for my trust during COVID, and all the nurses on the front cover were white, I remember saying to my CEO, is this the representation of your nurses in this trust? Welcome. Let your hair down. Enjoy this day. And let me tell you something. Wherever you go, as a global representative nurse, please do represent. Make sure that your presence is felt. Thank you for coming today and all the support you've given to organize this. There is strength in unity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Not only are you the president of the Ugandan nurses and midwives in the UK, at the same time you're a humanitarian. You've got a project you're running. You're looking after the mental well-being of your nurses and the larger public in the UK. It's all about our president, what she's doing in Uganda, Africa. She's got a run. It's very simple and straightforward. Sponsor a Ugandan student for mental health awareness run. Only £20. We still have a long way to go. 9th November 2024. We can start our little kitties. She supports us. Let us support her. Thank you so much. Once again, we welcome you all. Oh my God, I'm blushing. My sister-in-law is in the house.
For being in charge of taking a range of medical professionals from Moorfield High Hospital to Uganda, running medical camps. But you know what? I don't want to bore you guys. I'm going to let her speak the truth.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Our honourable guests, Lord Lieutenant, Ambassador, our CNOs, and everyone in the house today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedules to be with us. My name is Primrose Magala, as my colleague has kindly said. I'm a diaspora from Uganda, working in the NHS. Part of that journey is what has inspired these initiatives. We work where we have everything, yet we come from places where there's very little or almost nothing. So these events, yes, we're going to celebrate, but we are calling upon everybody, our leaders, to work together to do more, because the opportunities in the NHS, the opportunities are endless. I'll give an example. Working at Moorfields, most of you must know Moorfields, the global giant in eye health. Whenever I worked there, I compared it to where I come from. So one day I had the courage to ask the consultants to come with us to see how we could share learning. And I'm glad to say that they did say yes, but we went beyond that. We went to the CNOs, the Chief Executive Officers, and said, can we have an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, to actually educate, to get more, to get decommissioned equipment? And they said yes. And that yes did not come easy, and we thank our embassy, our ambassadors. Some countries, you cannot dare go to the embassy without an appointment. We're very fortunate to have an open door policy. So thank you so much for that. So we want to continue. I want to appreciate Joe. Joe graduated not so long ago. He's an international nurse, and you've seen what he's capable of. If Joe speaks about what he does on a daily basis, you will be shocked. I think he deserves a band nine. Our message is we have so many more like Joe. We'll talk about the project, the Global Health Project. I'm not sure whether Hannah Lewis from FET is in the house. Hannah, to get more nurses. I'm not sure whether Sue Trunka is in the house. Those are the conversations we want to have. How can we share learning, but also sign agreements to take that step forward? Hannah, please talk about the project FET is, championing, and we're very, very grateful to be, considered for that funding.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who has organised this event. I'm so excited to see you all, and to be invited here is a great privilege. I'm here on behalf of FET, as I was introduced. We support global health partnerships between the UK and low and middle income countries around the world. I would like to thank those of you who have come here and lent your voices to people who generally feel undermined, undervalued, and maybe underseen in our health systems. And actually, by being here, you're lending your voices and showing that we value every single person in this room. We value nursing, we value internationally recruited nurses, and we value you for the contributions that you're making both to the UK health system and also back in Uganda. Because we know that almost all of you probably are contributing to your health systems back home as well. And we, as FET, want to recognise that more. And that's why here, myself and Uncle Moses over here, we are working on a new initiative called Experts in Our Midst. Now, Experts in Our Midst recognises that the experts on global health, the experts on healthcare innovation are already here in the UK. We don't have to send British nurses overseas to find out and to mine that information. Of course, there's value in that. But I also think that everybody in this room who is already in this country has value and knowledge to share about their experiences in other countries that could be applied to the UK health system. Too often, we work in a neo-colonial mindset where only the UK can help Uganda. But we know that you have thoughts, skills, experience that could apply to our country here. And you could make us better. You already do make us better. And so what I would like to offer is that myself and Moses are here to hear your stories. We're here to understand what it is you already bring to the UK and where you feel like there are barriers to you being able to share that knowledge. Because we want to raise our voices in support of you. We want to be able to allow other people to listen.
We have the association. It was a conversation during COVID. where he said, why not set up something to support. So Moses, please come and say,
Rose, I wasn't prepared to come and say something, but I'm glad to be here. From my side, as an allied health professional as well, I want to appreciate the nurses. I want to appreciate our embassy, our leadership here. And I'm glad that actually we've been working closely with the nurses, the other associations to develop our desires to give back home and also opportunities to bring back some of that learning in the NHS. I work closely with NHS Global Health Unit and Tropical Health and Education Trust, and our interest is to see how we increase resources to nurses and global health. Thank you.
We also have Uganda UK Health Alliance. We've had a representative who should be here with us. We just want to acknowledge that bridge. It bridges our activities in the UK with the activities in Uganda to speed things up, to access the leaders. So if Dr. Solomon Kamla is in the house, we appreciate you. And I'll hand back to the MC. Thank you.
Can I please have everybody's attention, please? I know you're enjoying your samosas and chapatis. I actually make those samosas and the chapatis. So, hello people at the back taking pictures, very small. My task today is very small, is to talk about my journey into academia, and it's literally a snapshot. But just to say that as a professor of mental health, I relish the opportunities and the privileges this country has afforded me throughout the years. And I do recognize that particularly within the health field, and particularly in nursing, we don't have many academic professors of my color. So my hard work towards lecturing and teaching within university only began as a momentum for me to represent my subpopulation within the universities. And just to say that everybody here, whether you're a band 5, a band 6, band 8A, whether you're a clinical service manager and you are from an African or Caribbean background and you are interested in academia, make connections, go to events, conferences, and also start to develop or cultivate an appetite for knowledge. And you know what, I don't want to repeat what Nancy or Ian are going to talk about, but let them come, please, Ian, to talk about their charity, obviously because some of the work they do in terms of messaging and ensuring that that message is, of course, not just within the United Kingdom and also in Uganda, but cancer care and recognizing, those issues within our communities are important. So Ian, up to you.
All right, thank you so much, Haban. Haban is a lecturer, he is a professor. I know we are through with our studies, but in my opinion, such people like Haban, we should give them attention. Because in case tomorrow you wanted to do a master's or go for a PhD, you might need them. You might need him to support you with your dissertation, to support you with so many things, because he is an academic and he's written a book, Psychopharmacology. Let's give Herbert a round of applause. It is in lines of mental health. That is something which I must admit as an African that we tend to shy away from. But these are people who have taken the step to say, you know what, due to our culture, our upbringing, we don't want to declare the fact that we are struggling, we are going through depression, postnatal depression, but they've taken that step to come up and write books and talk about it and try and make it normal within us. So it is important to recognize such people, especially at events like this, because you might never meet them anywhere. So once again, thank you so much, Professor Herbert Morley. Today is a lecturer in the university. You remember those times when we were students, accessing the lecturer, it has to be through an email, and then you have to wait for him to email you back. But he's here, being a part of this fantastic event. Another point I would like to speak about before I talk about the very first nursing and midwifery dinner I hosted in London. I'm going to give my speak this side, because the people this side, at the age of 9, I was in my final year as a nurse. But all I remember that time is that I refused to give up. I carried on with my studies and at the same time supported him when he was admitted in Great Ormond Hospital at UCLH. We struggled all through. He got his treatment. Luckily, he went into remission thanks to the NHS. A big thank you to all the nurses, those on the ward and in the community. A big thank you once again to Newham General, Great Ormond Hospital, UCLH, Chesfam, and everybody who wakes up every morning to go to work to make sure that the patients get their treatment. When you're on chemotherapy, it's not just a matter of turning up, get your treatment and go. No, it starts from 6 o'clock in the morning until evening. It was a difficult journey, but thank you so much to all the taxpayers and this government for supporting us. And Bossa, I want you to put this on camera so that the Chief Nurse of Uganda takes it back to Uganda. If you're not paying your taxes, that means your country cannot support you. If I live in Uganda and I don't pay taxes, that means they can't look after our hospitals. One thing I'm sure that if Charlie was not in this country, 100% he would have died. Despite the fact that he was in this country, they gave him 1 week to live. To move on to that, again, back to mental health. My son was struggling mentally after his treatment. That is a part that is kind of ignored. They don't look after your mental well-being, or we tend to downplay it. So we decided to come up with what is called the Charlie Muga Teenage Cancer Initiative. I'll pass on to Ian to talk about that quickly. We have about a minute. However, before I forget, I'd like to say a big thank you to my best friend. I made her my best friend by force because I just liked her. She went on to our GoFundMe and put in a very, very big, unexpected donation. On behalf of Charlie Muga Teenage Cancer Initiative, please let's give a round of applause to Madam Miriam Oteno. Then I found it, I said, no, she's not the one. Then I looked again, I double looked and I double looked. We appreciate you all so much and everybody else who has donated.
Thank you, Nancy. Hello, everybody. First, I want to say that it's absolutely overwhelming. I've got a little thing on my wrist here saying VIP. I'm not a VIP. All of you nurses are VIP. So give yourselves a round of applause, everybody. I met Nancy and she told me about the Charlie Muga Teenage Cancer Initiative and she told me about her son, and I was absolutely inspired by both Nancy and Charlie. And he was so grateful the NHS saved his life, and he wants to do the same for people in Ginger. So, on the 4th of August in the United Kingdom, there is a run that's happening in Enfield, somewhere near Enfield, anyway, and another one that's happening in Ginger. And you can buy a vest for the Charlie Muga Teenage Cancer Initiative, and you can take part in the run. Any donations will be gratefully received. Nancy was telling me that a bed costs $100, and the beds in Ginger need to be there. The people need to be there. We in this country do take for granted the work that nurses like you do. It's there, it's free. We get so much. The kids in Ginger, Charlie wanted to do something. He inspired so many people, he's inspired me. So all I can say is, and I'm not as good a speaker as Nancy, and she's far better looking than me as well, but please, please, please do what you can to help benefit the children of Ginger so that a paediatric oncology award can be driven to help save lives. Thank you so much for all the work you do in this country. Thank you. You're a shining beacon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ian. Ian is part of the committee of the Charlie Muga Teenage Cancer Initiative. And we are not taking this vest back on the table. Please, nurses, let us come together. Let us buy this vest. We can't take it back to the stall. It's just a quick one. Who is kicking us off? Who is kicking us off? Oh, okay. So the nurses, Uganda nurses, you bought a vest at. Do you want to take it? Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Madam President is taking it for 30 quid. 30 pounds. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Madam President, you've been tried.
The reason why I'm taking for £70, I've gone through cancer myself. So therefore, I want it. Bring it. Oh,
did you give? £70 she gave.
Thank you. The mission will make a contribution of £200.
Your Excellency, I wish I wore a longer dress. I'll be going on my knees. I would have loved to do it the way we do it in Uganda. Thank you so much. And please allow me to recognize my sister-in-law, Mrs. Priska Kitaka. They are the people who were crying when Charlie was in hospital. Let us have a very big check signed out there that the Ugandan says both one vest for this much amount. Altogether, Madam President has given £50 in total. She's given £30 tonight and has donated in our GoFundMe, making it 50, and this lovely lady making it 70, and the nation. So altogether, quick maths, drug calculation. What's the total tonight? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nas.
Our dignified guests in all your capacities. Fellow nurses, midwives in the room, welcome today. My name is Christine Kakai. I'm a senior clinical teaching fellow and a lecturer in the University of King's College, London. I've been at the job for 15 years. 15 years I've been at that job. In terms of our association, I'm one of the academic leads, and I'm standing here to appeal to you. The landscape has changed, the environment has changed. Your managers are looking out to see what value you are going to bring. When statistics are looked at, 2023 statistics indicate that about 40 nurses and midwives are band 5 nurses. About 40% Black and ethnic minority nurses and midwives are band 5. About 10% go up to band 8. I know we've got lots of challenges. We've got family. We like the pounds. We love your pounds. We love the pounds. We are considering if I'm going to do an additional course, when am I going to do that extra shift? We are not thinking that if I retire as a band 8, as a band 9, my pension is going to be about £2,000 per month. Your pension, depending on how long you have worked, could be £200 a month, and that is for the rest of your life. The landscape is changing, the mobility is changing, everything is getting more complex, AI is around, our patients are more knowledgeable than some of us. Before you explain anything to a patient, they've looked up the information on ChatGPT and they know exactly what should be done for them. So guys, colleagues, I'm appealing to you to reflect on where you want to be. In 10 years, do you want to remain as a band 5? In 15 years, do you want to be a band 6? What is going to push you to band 7, band 8, and band 9? You need to think and you need to push yourselves, because at the end of the day, you have to bring value. You have to be seen to be that outstanding. What makes you stand apart from the others? There are many opportunities. There are about 400 packages of e-learning on the e-learning platform. It's up to us. You can do that e-learning when you're doing your night shift. And when you go for a job, when you apply for a job, you are going to stand out. Statistically, Black and ethnic minorities are 1.5 times less likely to get a job when you apply for the job with the white, ethnicities. What is going to stand out when they open your file? What are they going to see? We are here to support you. Herbert has already said that. I'm very, very passionate about education, and if there's anything that I can do to signpost you to how you can get that master's in 1 year, I am happy to do so.
Thank you, Steve. Over to you, nice. Guys, one volunteer. Well done, well done.
DJ, they want the music. The competition is done, Mama Doctor. Okay guys, I told you the judges at the high table.
Be a very honest judge. Take me for what I tell you and I will give you results. The first winner, I'm picking two. And if you want to see the best out of them, you can take them back on the stage. The winner, the top winner, is the CEO next to me. Not because she's at my table, but she danced an alien music. It's an African beat, but she was flowing. I did that for her. And then, Robert, Joel, you were the second. Get back to stage. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miriam Otino, for that. We appreciate and we accept the results. To our high table and everybody here, you never know how we can benefit from her services. She's a community lady. She organizes events called the Chibitu, not forgetting her language. However, something spectacular that inspired us happened to her and her family 2 weeks ago. Her son graduated as a doctor.
What can I say? I'm so glad to be here. As Nancy said, my son graduated from Cambridge University. And anyway, I'm a nurse as well, mental health nurse. I graduated from Middlesex University. I'm so happy to be year. Well, I can say I'm also involved in community gatherings. We encourage people to come out, to associate networking, more especially during summertime, for mental health well-being. Thank you so much for
He's gonna be Dr.
I can't underestimate the changes we've gone through as UNEMCA. And some of you have actually seen those changes. They've been very visible in our social media and in the journey that we have made as UNEMCA. I cannot ignore to mention that. And I'm part of that change, being the second president here today. Appreciating the outgoing president, Madam Elizabeth Pearsons, who was here last year. I want to appreciate the executive team. Can I, in 1 minute, please, ask every executive member to come? Asha Love, everyone, executive members, please come and stand with me for 1 minute so people can recognize who you are. Executive members for UNEMCA, please. Executive team that I've worked with since October 2023. And Phil Jones is one of the directors. I would like to thank this team for the dedicated commitment that they give UNEMCA. Much appreciation.
Yes, just a second. Mr. Jones and I, we used to work together at the university in London, and as you can see, he's a very well accomplished English gentleman. Now, Mr. Jones has, for the past couple of months, really been trying to receive a Ugandan name, either Amuganda or Amsoga. So, please, can you shout out any potential names? Who? Chitu? Hey, Muchibi. All right, we baptize you, Mr. Muchibi.
Thank you, executive members. Thank you for all the work. As I mentioned about the changes this year, we've worked together with the team that you've seen here to create policies behind the scene, to create procedures that can govern UNEMCA as an association. Ugandan Nurses and Midwives Association UK is well recognized by NHS England and NMC. And like Nancy said, trust me, if any of you is referred to the NMC, I don't get your names, but I get the reference number and the details of the case. And some of the things that we've worked very tirelessly with the NMC is understanding us culturally in terms of how we perform in the NMC. And for our international recruited nurses, being able to be supported through the culture change and the culture shock they suffer when they join UK as international recruited nurses. Some of the executive members you've seen on this panel are actually part of the advisory board for the NMC reports in terms of anti-racism and racist behavior in the NMC. We get that information before anybody else. But one of the most important strategies that we've wanted to work on when we started this journey this year was community visibility. If you're not visible in your community, you're not a diaspora nurse. If you're not visible in the community that you work in and live in, you're not a diaspora nurse. One of the things we work on is the most important SDG number 10, reducing global inequalities in the communities we live in and in the countries we come from. If you're not doing anything as a nurse in the community you live in, ngoli mukamoli, you're not doing anything apart from earning your salary. The pictures that we've got there are part of community engagement sessions that we had. January 2024, we had a session with the PS and the Ministry of Health Uganda. And our colleagues that we work in partnership with, we've got the Health Alliance, the Buddha, allied professionals. We had a meeting at our home, the embassy. And I call the embassy home because I can buzz at any time and they'll let me in. Thank you. We really appreciate that. But the main part of that meeting was, how can we use our experience, our knowledge and skills that we've achieved in this country to benefit the health systems in Uganda? How can we make those systems stronger? I do visit Mulago Hospital. I'm from Masaka. Been a part of doing some work in Masaka Regional Hospital. I was born in Chitov Hospital. I go back there, and every time I come back, I learn something new. We've got Madam Agnes Chandia here today. As one of the outcomes of those meetings, we now have a diaspora health desk in Uganda. What does that mean to us as people in the diaspora? If you have a project, you've got Charlie Mughal Foundation going to Uganda in August. You've got our mental health awareness going to Gulu in August, in November. We've got iHealth, who work a lot in Lubaga Hospital. We've got so many charities. I've heard a lot of nurses and midwives here go back home and do some work. But when you get back on the plane, is that sustainable? Or have you gone back to UK with the work you've left behind? The Health Diaspora Desk in Uganda is there to help you sustain that work. Because if you register it with them, they are aware of it, then when another nurse is traveling, we might ask them to pick up that work. We might ask them to evaluate it. We might ask them to review it, which gives sustainability. The other pictures that I've got there are my mention of, if you're a diaspora nurse and not visible in your community, if you're from Malawi, if you're from Cameroon, South Africa, and you're not visible in your community, you're not a diaspora nurse. A nurse for 22 years, and trust me, if you go to Manchester, Liverpool, or London and December, South just in Jugos, someone will put a face to this. The visibility in your community helps you improve those inequalities that people suffer when they go in hospital. Many people will call me and say, Justine, my cousin is being put in hospital in Section 3 of the Mental Health Act. What does that mean? Many a times as diasporas, make time for that person. I might even say, I will go to the ward and look at the medication they've put them on. Because you know what? Every black male has schizophrenia of some nature, isn't it? Because that is Bible truth. But I go in there and say, I think a black male can also, suffer something like PTSD if they've come from a war-torn country like northern Uganda. They can suffer depression if there's domestic violence at home. There's so many things that can apply. So we need to be able to challenge those inequalities as nurses and midwives. Why am I going to have a baby and worried that I might die? I get people telling me, Musawa, when I was in Uganda, I pushed my baby, but now I have a C-section. Why? What is the understanding of maternal health in the UK for a black woman? And what are you helping as a midwife to do? So some of those pictures will show you, we had Herbert and our secretary Caroline doing some mental health awareness in some of the churches. And I want to applaud pastors here and church leaders because mental illness was unspoken about in the past, especially in the church. And I want to appreciate you that you do welcome those things. I mentioned activities around internationally recruited nurses. Madam Agnes Chandia, you're here, and CEO Northamptonshire, you're here. What does... Actually, I'll change my question. I don't know if the NHS was ready for internationally recruited nurses when they did. I will give you an example of a hospital that I worked for my first job, East London Trust. They've had a lot of partnerships with Uganda for over 15 years. They did amazingly well for international recruitment because these nurses, it was like coming home. They have been here for 3 months doing partnership. Now they've been full-time recruited into these jobs and they've been there before. So in terms of culture sensitivity, they feel welcome, they feel at home, they belong. And in terms of benefits to the NHS, there is staff retention. I can preach about this all day, but we need to look at those things. Some of our stakeholders that we work with, we've got THEX, you've met them, we've got Global Health, we've got Buddha, and that's the list there. And we'll run this report as the time goes on, because then you can pick on those things. And we have mentors, and I know I've been mentor to some people. We have our coaching program that we support people with. We have our interview preparation programs. If you've got an interview, I'm a Band 8B in my role, and sometimes someone says, I want to do a Band 7 interview. I might be able to support. So we need to be able to support each other in that journey. We've got lecturers mentoring people, so we'll continue to do that. We've got our pastoral support program for internationally recruited nurses. We will continue to do that, in this year. But what I want to pick up is the sustainability of this association. We will be coming to you about association membership, because while we depend on donations, we need to be able to sustain this association. So when we call you up for meetings to discuss this, please do show up, because tomorrow it might be you who needs the association in some area or the other. So you can already see that despite us going through so much challenges, so much changes, and being rocked along the way, we have a really emotionally intelligent executive members who are somewhere when they're supposed to be. Lastly, I want to remind people about our monthly webinars. We have monthly webinars. These webinars help in terms of development, in terms of support, in terms of moral guidance, in terms of community awareness, public health events. Please do attend them. Officer from Uganda, Madam Agnes Chandia, thank you for being with us today.
The MC, allow me to adopt the protocol so that I don't make mistakes. My dear nurses, and all those who accompany them, if you are not a nurse, please stand to your colleague and say, you are welcome, and you are a nurse. And my neighbor, you are welcome, you are a nurse. It's with great pleasure. The president said I'm going to have a speech. This is not a day for speech. No. If I wanted a speech, I would have boarded some time when it is time for certain, maybe elections and other things. But I purposely came to join you, my dear great nurses, and where we refer to you as our seniors, because we respect you and we know you in the diaspora with all the wealth of knowledge and skills. So my purpose is because of you. I'm here because of you. So allow me to put right and introduce myself. so that you'll know who I am. I'm called Agnes Baku Chandia. So you can refer to me ABC. That's what my nurses usually refer to me as ABC. And I'm happy to tell you that I'm one of the senior nurses in the country. I am a nurse and a midwife. And I've been a nurse and midwife for the last 33 years. Of which I had 18 years in clinical, and now I have about 15 years at the level of policy, and I've been in the Ministry of Health, and I understand the policy of the health as very well. I am also a mother of 6 children. But somehow I'm now advocating for fertility rate to come down and all the 6 children are grown-ups. I have 2 lawyers, I have 2 doctors, and I have 2 engineers. So what does that mean? As nurses, we are devoted people. We are the best mothers. We are the people who can bring and put everything to see that we support our children to be relevant and also to be visible. So I thank all of you for the efforts you are making towards your families, and you can make it further. Allow me to also thank my government under the leadership of our only and only man with a vision, that is His Excellency Kaguta Museveni. He's still the only man in Uganda who has a vision. So we still need him for more years to come. Calm down, calm down. And we are going to have the people with vision here in this house. So until you come, then we shall change the vision. Thank you. It is because of the peace, because of the stability which we have, which has made it possible for us to be relevant even here. And it is out of that the collaboration which we are seeing, which has made it possible for my peers to come here and be able to have meetings with you. So we want to thank all of you, and please, can we clap for the government of Uganda? Where is the clap this time? Please, that is where you belong, and that's where we shall always remain. Thank you so much. Allow me also to give greetings from the nurses from Uganda. They have sent their greetings to you. Actually, we were going to be all the leaders in the nursing pillars. The Registrar of Uganda, the Commissioner of Health Training Institution, which is in the Ministry of Education, as well as the Undersecretary Secretary of Uganda Nurses and Midwives Association. But because they applied late for the visa, they were not able. So as you see me here, I'm holding all the pillars of nurses and midwives in Uganda. I want to state that what you are doing greatly is what has made it possible for us to recognize the need for us to come and also interact with you. And I want to thank my peers, Dr. Diana, for taking lead and bringing a platform under the Uganda-UK Alliance, which made it possible for many of you who have been giving us support through that platform. So I really cherish, and I want to say thank you for those who use the UK Alliance to come up there and give us support. And through the Alliance, we have noted and have started seeing the fruits because we had some support through the TET, that is the NHS, where we have received nurses from the diaspora here, from different universities, giving us mentorship, giving us opportunity to develop some curriculum, especially in other super specialized areas, to be able to support our nurses to offer quality care. And the individuals and many of you who have areas which are of expertise, as nurses in Uganda, we are grateful. We have knowledge, we have skills, but our skills has remained on basic care. So that has not made us possible to offer specialized care. And with all that, the disease burdens is not waiting for us. The diseases we have here and the diseases when we have back home. We have NCDs, we have the cancers coming very high, we have mental health, which is also affecting the people. And Uganda is the country's second largest country, which has the young youth people. And youth come with a lot of issues. And many of them are having mental health challenges. So those are areas which we need to work together. And we need to empower our nurses with the skills, with that particular competences which can allow. And I'm happy to tell you, 3 weeks back, I have been in Cambridge University with the critical care team from Liverpool Hospital, and I was able to have discussions, and we are able to see that we are going to work together to empower our critical care nurses. We used not to take it seriously until when we were hit by the COVID, because when we were hit by COVID, everybody was already in their own zones. So there was nobody, there was no country which you can lean to. So we learned it in a hard way, and we have realized the importance of the critical care nurses, the neonatology nurses, as well as oncology nurses and cardiology nurses. Because the non-communicable diseases are at increase, communicable diseases are at increase, and we require the specialized care. So my appeal to you, why I'm here, is that we really cherish many of you who have those super specialized areas, and we appeal that if you have time, when you come home with these organized platforms, we should come together, even the 1 week which you spend through the alliance to the nurses, you can be able to give them something about communication skills, because we have never been exposed. We have never known the importance of soft skills in relation to our care. And the people we are caring for are your parents, are your sisters, and your mothers. How do you offer quality service here when at home we can't give the relevant, related care for your parents? How do you feel? So I want to challenge all of you. I know every and each of you has potential, because you still remain here, but your origin, whatever comes to you, what makes you strong is that you are a Ugandan. And at the end of the day, you have an origin where you need to go back, and you need your people to be alive and be healthy. And this can be done through the support which you can give. You are all nurses, and you know the nurses are the backbone of health service delivery. You can do everything you can, but if the nursing care is not very good, and if the nurse is not very skilled enough, even the best operations of carry, if the best drugs which you are prescribed, if it is not given timely, if it is not given the way how it is, if this patient is not really monitored, this outcome will not be good. So as nurses, please, I appeal to all of us, let's unite, let's cherish our country, Uganda. Let's look towards the health of our people through the contributions which you can make. And then we can be back there, but we shall be able. In regard to international recruitment, I'm happy, and I want to inform you, if you can have platforms of where you can be able to bring more nurses. It is at this time that His Excellency, through your office, I think we can start the discussions, because for long, as a country, we didn't know the health force market analysis to know how many nurses we have in the country, how many have we employed, how many are not employed, and that information was required. It's a requirement for any country to be able to have an opening for their nurses or some other health workers to join other services at international level. But I'm happy to tell you, we have carried out that analysis, and if the results are there, we as stakeholders, we have shared the findings, and the government is going to sit down together with the other stakeholders and have a policy through the right channels of how our nurses can be able to explore their talents and also their expertise in other areas, mainly where you work, to join you so that we have a big force. I don't want to take this as a speech. I want to thank Moses. Where are you? Moses, my son, stand up. House, where is she? Dr. Lamologist, where are you? Primos, where are you? So these are the usual faces which we see, and we believe. Where is Elizabeth? Is not around, but Justin is there. So we are saying that these people, please, Moses is somebody whom we really trust, as somebody who is very able to collaborate and work with every and each of you. He represents you very well. Recently, my minister was in Geneva, and he was there to even represent your views. And together, we can also take such advantages at such gathering and also collaborations to come together and improve our service delivery in Uganda. Thank you, His Excellency. Thank you for loving the nurses. Your presence here gives us a lot of strength. It gives us a lot of hope. And I'm happy that everybody is feeling at home. Uganda has an open door policy. I'm happy you are able to bring it here in UK and make all of them very, very comfortable. Madam Hotel, you are always there. They speak about you. Be a mother, continue being a mother. Offer the psychological aspect for my nurses. Let them feel at home. When you amidst them, they will increase their output even to wherever they are working. Justin, thank you so much. Another Tisanja, we can give you next one. Thank you. For God and my country, to love and serve.
Thank you so much, Madam Agnes. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say, she traveled over 10 hours to be with us here this evening, celebrating our annual dinner. Let's give her once again a fantastic round of applause. I've got relatives in Uganda who are nurses, who are still students, going to Mr. Frank Kimber's school. I know the importance of taking a selfie with her this evening. That selfie is gonna shake Uganda. So please, if you know you have your relatives in Uganda who might be interested in the nursing course, it's important to make contact.
Representative of the President of Uganda, Honorable John Mugelwa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord Lieutenant of Northamptonshire, who is the representative of His Majesty the King, the CEO of NHS First Northampton, the Chief Nursing Officer from the Ministry of Health of Uganda, the President of the Uganda UK Nurses and Midwives Association, all the distinguished leaders, the Ugandan diaspora, and nurses, health professionals in your respective capacities, ladies and gentlemen, I traveled with my colleague, Madame Miriam Otengo, and on behalf of the High Commission of the Republic of Uganda, would like to congratulate the nursing fraternity and the midwives and the healthcare professionals on your, I think this is the 4th anniversary, and to imagine that this association was only established 4 years ago, and to see the achievements as the President has highlighted, I think it's a testament to the conviction that each and every one of you, including the leadership and the executive, have in the respective work that you do. And this is something that we'd like to appreciate and congratulate you upon. I think from the speeches that we've had, when you are in public service, you do it out of commitment and you do it out of conviction. I thought I had served a very long time, but when I listened to the CEO of the NHS of Northampton, and she said she had served for 35 years, I was inspired. I've served government in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for 32 years. I heard that the CNO has served for 33 years, so I'm somewhere there. But of course, it takes conviction, and it takes, you have to put your heart in it. I'd just like to make a very brief statement. Just 3 major points. The first is that we would like to appeal to the leadership of the UK, Uganda Nurses and Midwives Association and all the other allied health and other medical associations and membership to do what you have been doing. Take the knowledge that you have, the skills that you have acquired here. They are very well, they're badly needed. They are in much need back home. So it's important that the skills that you have, you find a way of transferring them. And I think we have avenues. This is one of them, but we also have the UK-Uganda Health Alliance. You can do the charities, you can do private initiatives. This is extremely important. Then secondly, supporting each other. And I think this is very important. As health professionals, I think it's important for you to go through the ranks, to continuously learn, continuously improve yourselves. And I think we've heard that there is support that you can get, and that's something that you should also look at. The third element is that at the government-to-government level, Uganda is looking at how we can have our health professionals, especially the nurses, to come and provide services in the UK health system. Initially, the challenge was that Uganda, according to the WHO, World Health Organization, were listed as a country that is efficient in terms of the healthcare professionals. But the Ministry of Health has been able to demonstrate in the World Health an excess workforce. So the negotiations are going on. The permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health has had engagement. And I think now with the new government, we are trying to look at how the MOU can be signed. And the purpose is really to make sure that we get our nurses to come here, offer service, get skills, and then at the end of the day, they can also be able to strengthen our health care system back in Uganda. So I'd like to stop here once again by congratulating the leadership of this association and congratulating each and every one of you on the great work that you do, and pledging that the High Commission is always available and ready to support you in any way that you can. It's now my honor to invite the Lord Lieutenant His Majesty's representative in North Africa.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It is a great honour to be here as His Majesty's representative. I was thinking beforehand quite what to expect, particularly as you're at the cricket ground, where I am coming tomorrow to an event with the Afro-Caribbean community. So I feel that you're a good precursor to tomorrow's cricket match. And we're going to hopefully the weather in good English style does not rain. Welcome to Northamptonshire. We are very, very honoured to have you here and so delighted that we got hooked it this year. So well done. And good luck Liverpool next year. When I was thinking about what I should say to you, as the King's representative, I was drawn back to the themes that were published when the coronation was announced last year by the King and Queen. And rather cheekily, I called it, and I don't really want to be quoted, but it is the 4 C's from the 2 C's. And the 4 C's are community, culture, climate, and commonwealth. And I thought it's wonderful. Here we are today, filling at least 2 of those in terms of community and secondly, commonwealth. From a community point of view, we in this country could not have a health service that functioned without the contribution that you have all made to us. And we are hugely grateful. In terms of Commonwealth, the Lord Lieutenants meet with, there are 98 of us that represent the various counties across the 4 nations of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. And we have an annual meeting, and one of the discussions was how do we fulfill that 4th desire of the King, that 4th theme of the King. And I am delighted that here we are working with one of our Commonwealth country friends, and we are benefiting from everything that you give us. But I've also learnt that you are benefiting from something that we give you. But I think the most important thing I've learnt is that we are learning an enormous amount from you, and we are really, really grateful for that. Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. President. Thank you for choosing Northamptonshire. Thank you very much, honoured guests. I've enjoyed, and I'm hoping to learn a little bit more. It's quite difficult when you get to my age and you're as deaf as I am, to try and hear anything other than what comes out of there. I'm hoping for a little bit of quiet when I can actually have a conversation later. The purpose of tonight is now to have some fun. It is to eat, it is to drink, and it is to party. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you very much.
And mobilization, please. Thank you. You from the Ugandan Nurses Association for Community Visibility. Jane advocates for UNEMCA everywhere. The other award is is for someone that we need to appreciate. I've been in the UK for 25 years. I have never seen any community awards. So we want to appreciate Mr. Jess Pantege for his initiative of starting the first UK Community Award. We want innovative people, and he's innovative. Jess Pantege, please. The next award, I would like to invite Madam Christine Kakai to pick it up, because this award is actually for our ex-president, Madam Elizabeth Pearsons, for being the first president of the Ugandan Nurses Association. But because she could not be with us today, Christine will pick it up for Elizabeth. And academia. I'm very proud to have a Ugandan publisher and an academic professor. So I would like to call upon Mr. Herbert Mwebe to receive this award. I would like to say that when you work hard, it always shows. Madam Primrose Magala, trust me, everyone knows Primrose. So for community engagement work, Primrose Magala.
Round of applause for Primrose. Congratulations, Madam Primrose. So, an organization or an association like this needs someone who is excellent, inspirational, intelligent, smart, humble, and everything. And for this award, ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up for our president, Justin Nashimoli Odong.
The one and only, the only business Let's appreciate our president, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna have to punish this guy for going behind my back. I did all the awards I did all the awards and I don't know where this came from because it wasn't part of the ones that were done by me. So, Georgie, I'll keep that one for you one day. For improving maternal and child outcomes. 2024. We know very well that after COVID, Uganda was on the highest rate of maternal death. You know, some of our friends and families have gone in hospital to have babies and they've died. And Baby Champion will testify for that. Jackie knows that. But now, the outcomes that have been put together through policies, capacity building, we want this to go back to the Ministry of Health to know that even in the diaspora, we do appreciate them.
Award to the ambassador, to the Uganda High Commission.
Inclusive Diaspora Engagement and Diplomacy Award.
Please come, let's join in. Let's join in. Let's join in. Let's
Mr. Muchibi, come on. Mr. Muchibi, come on, receive your award from the CEO of Northamptonshire NHS Trust. And this is the Uganda Diaspora Community Champions Award.
Congratulations, Mr. Bridges. And of course, thank you for all your contribution towards the works of the nurses and the community of the Ugandans.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me.
Congratulations to our newly qualified, and congratulations to all the nurses here. International nurses forever, yeah. We appreciate you. All the nurses, all the midwives, all the ODPs.
I used to think that this hadn't been invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I let you walk into my heart.
Let's sing together.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.
To actually say something about this award for Jojo Taylor that she missed. There we go.
Nothing much to say. Just to say thank you so much. Thanks for supporting our community. Always with us. May God bless you. You deserve this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jojo.
My clients, when I'm guys, thank you so much. I've got a few pieces of toothpaste left. I've got a few pieces of toothpaste left. As usual, I'm going to get a toothpaste.
Mr. Ugozi, thank you so much for your support. Much appreciated. Mr. Salongo, thank you so much, Uncle Tim, for that. Thank you so much for the support. Mr. Kenya, Brenda, much appreciated. Ashalab, thank you so much for anything that hasn't gone to plan. Yeah, we really appreciate your support. We will improve every year. And trust me, in Liverpool, it will be triple. Every year we improve. So this is a fabulous team that worked hard. I haven't forgotten my president. I'm just chamocated sometimes, and yeah. So we have one for Carol. Madam Carol is not here, so someone will take it. I'll take it from. Okay, ready? Baton to 2025 hosts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the host for next year. All the way from Liverpool, Madam Justin. May you come on the stage, please. Liverpool and Manchester, are we here? Are we here? Not a muela, chichi. Muna sola mwe. To sigare Northamptonshire next year. Do you want us to stay? We are happy to host again next year if you want us to host it. DJ, corner dance.
We're going to Liverpool 2020. It is an inauguration session. Our president is hosting us next year, 2025. Thank you so much. Yes, also a big thank you to our decorators. What a sound! Is the last floor open?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, nurses. I'm a trained midwife from Mango School of Nursing, Zambia School of Nursing, Morocco School of Nursing. I'm highly trained, but my husband realized that I had a skill in food. So he introduced this business to me. At first I used to think, this is your business. I'm a nurse, I'm a midwife, I can't cook. But here we are now. I think the experience, the qualities, the ethics of being a nurse has helped me a lot. You see that those are the ethics we have empowered in this business. Because food is part of health. Without food you can't be well, isn't it? So we are 5-star rated. I would like to say thank you for all of you for giving us this opportunity to be part of this team. And I want to introduce the Director for Aroma Management Limited, and that's Mr. Simon Misisi. He's my husband, my best friend. I want to introduce Mr. Sundi. I've got a very big team. I don't want to take so much time, but that is my team.
Thank you, Lydia Shady. Thank you, Afro Vibes.
switch this body like this. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let's go straight. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let me go, Shawty gon' give me a 1G. Let's one more time for DJ Shandy. DJ Shandy. Let's go. Okay. DJ Shandy, Angie. Let's go. All this music, best music. Only one number. Let's go, let's go. DJ Shandy. If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? If you know, you know. Yes, you know, you know. If you don't know, yes, don't know. Hey, why you say one now? Why you say one now? kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder why say wonder amagara kubimanya bateba kubale bagara kubimanya bache bizeja temugira bita tembichaza mu kuzawisa walo yakafuni walo yakarumi walo yakawunyogo unye nataka kumi if you know you know yes know you know if you don't know yes don't know hey why say wonder
Let's go.
chiwedeo namugamba lero kisibofe kwange kwakuwamira ngate yagala yasibe kiwani plastic kyaleeta joni kuzaweyo kwasibula mama w'abaana nga tatamu zukuka mama w'abaana nga tatamu kusimula nsumulule mama w'abaana nga tandika nabagamba omukyala tanafa luwande kusiba kiwani banimba nga bapita nsolo mama w'abaana bakuzika nabulamba basibe kiwani ekyatapu emanumu kampala lyansobera dda basika kiwani ebisite ebyantabula dda basika kiwani Kalichali mivuka manake bajina na baba jera imba kwa chako na babeyo ati bamfute mbuzi kulije kulikalungi kifuna kabanyisa uyu kola na yeke jenkaliti mari kalungi afule ilinyalo kisaje na kolera ngabanange impala na yengi koka kama yamba
Congratulations to our newly qualified